Hello, this is Anne Marie, and it's TipTop Tuesday, and it's January 21st, 2020. And I'm going to invite some friends. Do, do, do. And I'm just inviting a few people, and if you're seeing this, jump on if you want. Welcome. As to kind of go back and talk a little bit about why I'm doing hope this month, I got in my meditation practice that hope. Hi, Jordan. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Anyway, moving forward. I decided to do the word hope, and it was really something I didn't want to do, but I kept seeing it all over the place. So me being me, I have to do some research on the word hope and see what people are saying. And as I've learned more about hope, I have a better understanding of it. I talked last week about the two aspects of hope, coming through the heart energetically to spirit, to God, to be that driving force, and then that intellectual hope of what we want and all of that. Well, it turns out it wasn't such an original idea, because I've been doing more thought or more research on it. And I found out that in Jewish biblical studies, in fact, it's discussed and noted. And I took a picture. I didn't take of these things, and let me just show you what one says. It says, Hebrew tikva, and it may be identified as that which springs eternal in the human heart, which is, again, something that Alexander Pope wrote about in his essay, and eternal in the human breast, the natural capacity to anticipate a better future. And the other kind of hope is a yearning for the better life that we know with certainty the future does hold. This is called Tocheles, Tocheles, and it's in the Psalms 130. What I have thought about too is that there actually is another hope, and that hope is a way to encourage ourselves, but also not necessarily like, I hope it's okay. And I hope it okay. When you say I hope it's okay, oftentimes what we're really saying is, I'm not feeling comfortable with this, whatever it is, and I hope it's okay. And to me, that's how we use the word in English sometimes. But in fact, it's not it's a way to sometimes even get out of stuff. Well, I kind of did a rush job on this, but I hope it's okay. And that idea that we let ourselves get by with something with a hope and a prayer. So there has been some disagreement on if hope's a good thing or not. But I do think, based on the readings I've been doing, that everyone agrees that that part of the hope is just in our DNA, that we all hope on some level. When I looked into the Christian aspect, I was raised Catholic, in terms of what hope is, the symbol for hope is an anchor, because it's supposed to, it's grounding, and its strength. Also, hope in Catholicism and probably mostly Christian worlds, faith, hope, and charity. So the three of them go together. One of the things that I read, and I don't know if this is, and some people that have continued to study Catholicism may know this better, can add something, that hope is, when we have hope, we're hoping for the afterlife. We're hoping for a place in heaven. And that might be one aspect of it. I don't know if that hope is more living in the future than, hi Kay, nice to have you. So that the idea that hope is a way for us to live in the future, or kind of not be as prepared for things as we might be, and using that as an excuse, is what I was talking about as the intellectual hope. Intellectual hope also has its positive, in that if we are hoping for a new job, for instance, and I like all my jobs, by the way, but a new job, that you then go and are motivated to make the changes and motivated to go forward and do the work. The outcome isn't obvious sometimes, but you're hopeful, and that is a driving force. That isn't necessarily a connection with spirit in that hope. You're not necessarily soul driven. You're mind driven, which are different. So the soul and the mind have different, even though in English it's the same word, hope. I think that the Jewish faith has it better, because they use two different words to describe two different aspects of hope. And Kay, you just joined us, and I will say the words again. I took a picture of him. This rabbi wrote an article about it. His name is Rabbi Yisrael Rutman. And the two words are Tikvah, it's Hebrew, and is to identify the same one that Alexander Pope was talking about. That is the human breast experience, the connection with God and the universe. And the second one is called Tocheles. So I would say Tocheles. And that one is hoping for the future, moving forward, and wanting the best. So those are my aspects for hope today. Yeah. So take care. And if anybody has anything to add about hope, what they think, let's do this. I think this year particularly, I know that hope is a word that we talk about, and it would be, what does it mean to you? Okay, take care. Have a great week.